Welcome back, boys and girls. Let's finish up our magical lesson in Saxon phonics. Welcome back, boys and girls, to another lesson. Listen to these words and listen for the sound that comes in the initial position of the word. Rub, rat, rock. What sound do you hear in the initial position? Rub, rat, rock. We hear an sound in the initial position of those words. Let's look at these words. Rub, rat, rock. What letter do you see that could be making the sound? We see the letter R at the beginning of each of these words. Is the letter R a vowel or a consonant? The letter R is a consonant. Now with the letter R, we can talk about some more blends. We can talk about FR, GR, DR, PR, TR, SPR, and STR. Let's look at DR first. Dur. We find it in the initial position of words like derive, dream, drop. Or FR, fur. We find it in the initial position of words such as fruit, friend, frame. Or GR, grr. We find it in the initial position of words such as grin, green, grass. Or PR, purr. We find it in the initial position of words such as prince, prize, price. Or TR, tur. We find it in the initial position of words such as train, trip, tree. And SPR, spur. We find it in the initial position of words such as spray, spring, spray, or spritz. Or it could even be sprinkler. And we also have STR, stir. We find it in the initial position of words such as straw, street, stripe. We also have some sight words for today. We have the word you and the word your. Remember to circle your sight words when you see them on your worksheet or in a sentence. That way you remember that these are sight words and they need to be memorized. They are not to be sounded out. We're supposed to know them when we see them. So, boys and girls, let's practice our skywriting for today. Let's get our fingers high up, straight into the air, and ready to write. We're going to start with capital R, and we're going to start over at the top line, and we're going to go straight down. We're going to go back to the top line, and we're going to draw a circle, almost like we're making the letter P. But now we're going to go over to the midline, and we're going to slant down, almost like it has a second leg to walk on. Let's take a look at lowercase r. We're going to start at our midline. We're going to go straight down to the baseline. We're going to go back to the midline, and we're going to make a small hump. Not all the way down like the letter N, just a small hump over. All right, boys and girls, it's time for us to practice building words. So get out your letter tiles or magnetic letters, whatever you have at home to help you out with this. Today, you're going to need the letters A, D, F, G, H, I, L, N, O, P, R, S, T, and Z. Let me give you all a few seconds to get your materials together. All right, boys and girls, let me have us back and let's see what we're going to be working with first. Don't forget, make sure your letters are all in a nice neat row, just like mine. We're getting lots of letters now, so I had to kind of make 2 rows there, but make sure you've got all your letters nice and neat. First off, we're going to need the letters R, A, and T. Make sure your letters look like mine. We're going to sound it out slowly. Here we go. At. Let's go a little faster this time. Rat. And one more time, a little faster. Rat. Rat. Let's see what we're going to make this time. This time, we're going to move our T to the front, and we're going to put a letter P at the end. Make sure your letters look like my letters. Let's sound it out slowly. T, A. Let's do it again, a little faster. Trap. Don't forget about that blend at the beginning of the word. A little faster. Trap. Trap. Let's build another word. Now we're going to change the A in trap to an I. Let's see what word we made. Sound it out slowly. Trip. Again, a little faster. Trip. And a little faster. Trip. So when we change the A in trap to an I, we get the word trip. Let's see what we're going to make now. Oh, it looks like one of our sight words. Make sure your letters look like my letters. Let's read our word. 2. Good job, boys and girls. We're making another sight word here. Do you know what word it is? Make sure your letters look like my letters. Let's read this word. Into. Here comes another sight word. Do you know which one it is? Let's read it. Do. Good job with that, boys and girls. Let's practice coding some words. So today we've been talking about a new letter, the letter R. And to remind us what sound the letter R makes, we have a new keyword, rabbit, Let's practice coding some words. I have this word up on my board. Do you see a vowel? Is the vowel followed by a consonant? So we're going to code it with a breve. What else do you see? We have double consonants, so we need to cross one out so we remember not to read it. It's silent. Let's sound out this word, slowly at first. Z. Again, a little faster. Raz. And one more time, a little faster. Raz. Here's another word. I see a suffix S. We need to code that first. I'm not going to draw a line and figure out if it's voiced or unvoiced yet. We'll save that for after we do our root word. Let's look at our root word. Do you see a vowel? Is it followed by a consonant? Let's code it with a breve. Now let's go ahead and let's sound out our word. Drips. Ooh, I think we're going to leave that suffix S alone and it's going to make the sound. Let's sound it out again. Don't forget about that der blend at the beginning of the word. Drips. And one more time. Drips. Let's practice coding this sentence. What is our first word? Well, we have a vowel and it's all by itself. There's no consonants after it. So a open accented vowel is coded with a macron. Remember the other part of that rule, an open accented vowel. Let's look at our next word. Do you see a vowel in this word? Is it followed by a consonant? So we need to code it with a breve. Let's look at the next word. Do you see a vowel in this word? Is it followed by a consonant? So we're going to also code it with a breve. Let's look at the next word. Do you see a vowel? Is it followed by a consonant? So we're also going to code it with a breve. And let's look at our last word. Do you see a vowel? Is it followed by a consonant? So it's also going to be coded with a breve. Let's look at that first word again. What is the first word? It's the word A. If you listen to people talk, you'll notice that sometimes we say A, but more often we say When we read, we like to sound the same as when we talk, so we'll try to say when we read. It's not incorrect to say a dog can run fast, but we sound like more experienced readers when we say a dog can run fast. When a vowel says we code it with a special mark that looks like an upside down E. It's called a schwa. Let's read this sentence together. A dog can run fast. Good job, boys and girls. Don't forget that new thing that we learned about the word A, that we're going to read it as Try and see if you can remember to do that when you're reading this week. Don't forget to finish up the rest of your work, and we'll see you later.